So every time there is a massive seizure of animals in an animal cruelty investigation, the question always arises is if charges will be considered or recommended to the Crown. So Marcy Moriarty with the BC SPCA is here, and she's just going to kind of give us a breakdown as to the process you guys have to go through once you've sort of, I guess, got a warrant and gone in and looked at the conditions of some of these animals obviously in distress.
Well, just like any police officer, our special provincial constables have a duty to fully investigate the case. So they'll be presenting, interviewing witnesses, interviewing individuals involved, establishing ownership. Then, of course, the next very important part is your veterinary evidence. That's going to be essential to your case. So we get veterinarians to prepare reports outlining the concerns that they've identified in the animals. We then also would be collecting any physical evidence on site. So depending on the case, that can look very different. And once that's all been put together, if we feel there's substantial evidence that would support a charge, we put the case before Crown Counsel. In British Columbia, it's Crown Counsel who approves charges, not the enforcement agency.
So let's say you had a case where a few animals were seized, as opposed to a massive case of the 66 dogs or the 82 animals currently in Surrey. What's the difference between an investigation that is on the smaller scale as opposed to a very large one?
Well, I think just the resources and the time. Obviously, a report that's dealing with 66 animals has 66 times more paperwork. But the bones are the same in every investigation. And as soon as we can get that before Crown, we will. Then, of course, Crown has to go through a process, and we wait to see if charges are approved.
And timeline, it can
be very fast. We've had charges approved over a weekend, or it can be much longer and charges approved a year later.